tell you, Sniffs, I really should have humped Joyce through its leg.
Yeah, that's great, Max. But tell me, why did you quit your crew and go into this line of work?
Well, Sniffs, I gotta tell you, it's like this. You'll see events happen in one's life, and alright, give me a second here. Alright, it all started on a bright and sunny day in Wolfland. We were making our rounds in slow motion, checking on various enterprises while discussing important matters.
Max, I don't want to hear any more about your fantasies about Lassie.
And what, pray tell, is wrong with Lassie?
Nothing, but the dog is a guy.
Doesn't matter, cause we're dogs. Then along comes Patrick Osetta. Nice guy for a cat. Top of the morning to you, lads.
What's a morning?
Don't play dumb with me, little dog. Guess it won't be long now till you're my inside dog. Oh no, lad, I need to be outside with room to roam. Yeah, well, that's not exactly what I meant, eh? I know what you meant. Look, Max, if I was your inside dog, I'd be telling you to talk to certain pups in your litter, and I'd advise them not to muscle in on black market dog biscuits. Whoa there, you got the wrong dogs here. Those enterprises are strictly the territory of Bobby Snuffalati and Dan Scubatelli. Every dog in Wolfland knows that. Listen, lad, I'm only telling you this because I'm going to marry your daughter and we're going to be family. But word around the hydrants is that your son Rufus has been using Snuffalati's suppliers to start his own chocolate-laced dog biscuit franchise. And we all know that those small traces of chocolate give a near-death experience. That's the ultimate high for dogs. I'm sorry I had to break it to you like that, lad. If my clone had been with me, I would have been beside myself.
Hey, Max. We got things to dig up and things to bury. Also things to dig up and rebury.
So that afternoon I found myself in a vacant lot with Louie and the boys. And as I pondered my familial predicament, I noticed that we had more than enough dirt to refill all the holes. But this didn't bother me at all.
Hey, Max, what's with you? You buried this bone 4 times in the same hole. It's not like you. What gives, huh? Max, where the hell are you going?
Yeah, I'll meet yous back at Tail Chasers later. I got some, ass sniffing to do.
And what's wrong with our asses? You're no special or something?
Sorry, I gotta see my son Rufus. I'll see you later.
Oh, well that makes sense. Rufus's ass does smell sweet, eh?
It sure does, boss. No question. Yeah, like a petunia. What?
I was across the street from my son's apartment building in less than 10 minutes. And the elements lurking over there told me all I needed to know. Just a couple of wise dogs lookouts here. It had been a while since I'd seen Mikey Sticky Pincheretto and Frank Goldie Laxano, former street mutts for Don Scubatelli. Hey, a Doberman and a Retriever hanging out together. Nothing suspicious about that, huh? So I proceeded with an inconspicuous stakeout. How you doing? Might I sniff your ass? Now I was primed to get down to business.
You got business here, buddy?
What's a buddy? Hey Goldie, I think this mutt's getting smart with us.
I think you're right, Sticky.
Sticky Pincheretta, huh? I gotta say, your father would really be disappointed.
Oh yeah? What do you know about my father? You know my father?
I know your father through my father. That's right. Before your father took his solemn oath and became a father, he and my father used to go to the track and bet on the ponies. They like to bet on the mutters. That's right, our fathers bet on mutters.
Oh yeah? Why would my father, the father, bet on mutters? No way.
Yeah, my father wouldn't bet on a mutter. He would, and he did. Sometimes if our fathers found out that the mutters were also fathers, they'd bet twice as much. They knew that if those fathers were mutters, they'd love the slap.
That's impossible. There's no way a mutter can be a father. You're just trying to confuse me. No way my father bets on a mutter.
This was pleasantly getting me nowhere, so I decided on a different approach. I know what you boys like. How about these?
That is a dirty trick.
Dirty trick or not, it worked every time. You don't even want to know how that Doberman got the nickname Sticky. I was surprised to see that Rufus had got himself a French connection. And do you have an appointment, monsieur? Yeah, I'm Rufus's father. And I'm a German shepherd. German? We surrender! The French. Hey, how about taking a shower and putting on deodorant for a change, eh? Never. Well, that's what we get for saving their asses in World War II. Hello there, son. How you doing?
No, Pop, you cannot sniff my ass. I'm not gonna sniff your ass. There's no way for me to get high enough for that to be even possible. Come on, we're both dogs here. Nothing unnatural going on. I mean, come on, we're family. Pop, just because you would sniff every ass you come across and hump every leg you see, that doesn't mean that I do too. Alright, that's fair enough, but that's not why I'm here. We gotta talk. You gonna invite me in or what?
My son's decor spoke for itself. Wall-to-wall contraband. Anything to say for yourself?
What's a dog, Biscuit?
Don't play dumb with me. Louis tried that earlier.
Come on, Pop, I'm just making a little on the side with my own dog biscuit empire.
Have you lost your floppy-eared mind?
Shit, it's Christilla. I gotta take this, son. Alright, Louis, what can I do for you?
Yo, Max, we got a problem here. All the bosses are here together. We are aware of Rufus's activities. So get over here.
And Louis wasn't kidding around either. He had the top dogs of Wolfland in his office, the bosses of the other 3 boroughs in our territory. There was Don Scubatelli, head of Dane Foods and maker of Telly Truffles, the only snack that causes and cures the munchies. Forget your troubles with Telly Truffles. Then you got your Bobby Snuffalati, founder and CEO of Floating Foods Incorporated, the makers of Snuffalos. Make Snuffalos a part of your dog's colorful and somewhat nutritious breakfast, eh?
Then there's Johnny Momblano over here. He's an enforcer, plus owner and proprietor of Momblano Freight. He takes care of all of Scubatelli's and Snuffalati's shipping. No one undermines the underbite.
You're in deep shit now.
Pop, I was just
I
trying
know what you were trying to do. You're a pup acting like a mad dog. And all this ends now. Do you hear me? After you get rid of all these boxes, you're going into rehab. You gotta learn, these dogs don't play around, son.
Come on, Pop, I can handle it.
Enough. Your mother will be here shortly. She's gonna take you to rehab. I'm heading to Tail Chasers to see if I can smooth things over with the bosses, eh?
This is very serious business, Max. Due to my friendship with you, I have abstained from voting on this matter. But the rest of the pack have decided that there must be consequences for your son's actions.
Come on, he's just a pup addicted to trace amounts of chocolate. He doesn't know what he's doing here. I'm sorry, Mr. Monarina, but there is no doubt that your son is responsible for his actions. Actions against my enterprises, in my territory.
I know all about you, Snuffalati. You turn good dogs into bad dogs after they get hooked on your chocolate-laced Snuffalos. You yourself were once hooked on them. You used to hug yourself, shoot up into the air, and float back down in euphoria.
Well, I don't do that bit anymore. It's embarrassing and it is an infringement on copyrights if I do it. Plus, it would be disrespectful to Hanna Barberiano.
It's nothing personal, Max. We all love Rufus and his petunia-scented posterior, but there's gotta be some honor and loyalty among the pack. You know that.
Oh, that's it. Forget about it. I was out of there so fast nobody even saw me leave.
Well, fellas, nothing to do now but lap up some good wine and get down to some serious ass sniffing.
I second that motion. Here you go.
So I hightailed it back to Rufus's apartment, but it was too late.
Some of his biscuits were laced with 50% chocolate. Our son didn't have a chance. That is really fucked up, Max. So that was that. Rufus was gone and there was nothing we could do about it. Snuffalati was a mad dog. We couldn't touch him. That was why I liquidated all my assets pertaining to the pack. I sold my stock in fleet collars and heart-warming medication. Louis bought me out of my shares of Tail Chasers. I used some of the dough to open this private investigating firm, and the rest is history. The coroner's report listed Rufus's cause of death as accidental suicide, an OD. I'll never touch a drop of chocolate for as long as I live.
To Rufus. To Rufus.